Most people assume the Soviet Union collapsed because of economics or political pressure. But in the closing years of the Afghan War, a single shoulder-fired weapon changed Soviet tactics so radically that it accelerated their withdrawal by at least 2 years. That weapon was the FIM-92 Stinger. Today, the Javelin gets all the attention, especially after Ukraine, and rightly so. But the real shift wasn't just losses, it was behavior. Soviet commanders stopped supporting ground troops beyond visual range of their own bases. Patrols shrank. Ambushes became more common because, well, the Mujahideen knew the helicopters wouldn't come. Here's the overlooked detail. The Soviet high command didn't fear the Stinger because it was unstoppable. They feared it because it was unpredictable. A single missile could cost them a 1 million ruble helicopter and 2 trained pilots. Multiply that over a year, and the math just stopped working. By 1988, the Stinger had helped force a tactical retreat that became a strategic withdrawal. The Soviets left Afghanistan in February 1989. The Stinger didn't win the war, but it made winning impossible for the other side. Now, let's compare that to the Javelin. The Javelin is, a fire-and-forget anti-tank weapon with a top-attack profile. It was really designed for one thing, destroying modern armor from above, where it's thinnest. But here's the difference. The Javelin punishes a specific vehicle. The Stinger punished a whole doctrine. Soviet deep battle relied on rotary wing aviation to resupply forward units. Without that, their whole ground scheme just fell apart. The Javelin threatens a tank battalion. The Stinger threatened an army's ability to move. And that brings us to the wry part. The Stinger's greatest victory wasn't a dogfight. It was forcing the Soviets to fly lower, slower, and less often, until they stopped flying at all. That's the kind of weapon that changes history not with a bang, but with a slow, grinding shift in momentum. So why does this matter today? Because every generation relearns the same lesson. The Javelin in Ukraine is doing something similar right now, not just destroying tanks, forcing Russian logistics to halt, changing behavior. And interestingly, the Stinger is back too. Same missile, same seeker, same problem for a different air force. The weapons that last aren't always the biggest or the fastest. They're the ones that break a routine the enemy can't live without. If you value history that goes deeper than clickbait, subscribe to War Machiner and share this with someone who wants the real story.